Your Excellency Dr. Nawal Al-Hosany, thank you very much indeed for joining us here at Econ Middle East.
Thank you so much for having me, and I'm very happy to host you here at the UAE House of Sustainability.
Thank you very much. Well, first of all, let me congratulate you on an excellent COP28. It's been a very exemplary event, and I'll get straight to the questions. What progress have you seen in terms of renewable energy and energy efficiency, in terms of progress that you could classify at COP28?
I believe it has been a true paradigm shift in the sector because for the first time we understand how important renewable energy is for us to reach net zero or to basically address our global challenge when it comes to climate change. We have, and for me, that has been something very close to my heart. The UAE launched the pledge to tripling renewables, doubling energy efficiency, what we call triple up, double down. And that, for the first time, is on the COP agenda. And we, so far, I think, had, I believe, 130 countries already signed up to that pledge. This is phenomenal. This, I believe, never happened before. The reason this pledge has been something, very important for us is we understand this COP needs to be a COP of solutions. And for this COP to be a COP of solutions, one of the main solutions will be renewables, but also for the first time, we've seen energy efficiency taking center stage. It's the lowest hanging fruit. We all understand the potentials of energy efficiency. Unfortunately, there has been always kind of focus on, on supply, but very little is being addressed on demand. And this has been the UAE legacy. Since we started with Masdar, we understand that globally you cannot only focus on supply, you need to have demand side management, and energy efficiency is core to that. We also, on the same line, we've launched the energy efficiency report within our work with the global councils earlier last week. Again, a big success, something that we are very proud of, that we are seeing results when it comes to the energy transition and looking at solutions holistically, looking at supply and also demand.
And in terms of energy transition, how has IRENA and COP28 collaborated and how have they worked together?
Irena's input and insight has been integral part of most of the work that's related to energy and the outcome of COPs when it comes to energy. They partnered with Irena and the presidency on most the regional climate talks. There has been a lot of support between the Secretariat of Irena and the Secretariat of the COP28. But if we look if we zoom on the initiatives, Irena has been had flagship initiatives in COP28 in line with the priorities of the co-presidency. So the pledge for tripling, for example, is based on Irena's recommendation, and Irena has mobilized global action towards that pledge. Financed with an anchor investment of $400 million from ADFD that was launched back in COP26 to reach $1 billion. By COP28, they are already 4 times that target, which is the Energy Transition Accelerator Finance Platform. That has been phenomenal. Looking into creating alliances to decarbonization of hard-to-abate industries, IRENA has had more than 30 CEOs from global industries here at COP28 to again show that commitment. A very important element which is not always looked at in COPs, which is adaptation and mitigation on the very, very last mile level. And that was one of the main initiatives that IRENA is pushing for in partnership with the UAE, which is empowering lives and livelihood, focusing on providing renewable solutions for health facilities and agricultural solutions in really, really rural and the poorest kind of regions in the world. Another thing which is the UAE has also known, or something that will give me great excitement when I look at around here in COP28, is the engagement of youth. IRENA has launched the Energy Transition Education Network, There's a lot of work on youth and youth engagement. We had competitions to see how youth can be engaged in solutions, and I mean climate solutions, and how they can be part of this narrative. So there's so much they're doing. Their pavilion here at COP28 has been, one of the busiest pavilions. You see heads of states, ministers having frank discussions on how to have a real just transition that leaves nobody behind.
And it's been a very, very busy time. Of all the numerous engagements, what has excited you and given you the most hope and also surprised you at the same time?
I have to say, with the UAE, I know that there is the impossible world does not exist. So when Dr. Sultan promised the world that's going to be a COP of action and COPs that unites everybody, I knew that we will deliver, because we have had a very strong track record in doing that. What gives me hope and excitement is first the fact that we had, for the first time, this global presence from world leaders here in the UAE that has been phenomenal. The fact that we adopted the agenda and the loss and damage fund on day one, day zero even, it's again great sign of hope that, we as a world, we are coming together, we understand the challenge is big, and we are united for action. The huge level of and involvement of youth and women, actually, youth and women have been everywhere. We never seen a diverse COP the way we see it now. Usually, we thought we were going to have 70,000 people participating in COP. The registration is above 100,000. And and we managed to provide a smooth kind of experience for everybody. We had, the green zone and the blue zone has been like a really enriching ecosystem for whatever you want to do. You want to be part of the negotiation. There is, the rooms and the facilities are phenomenal, but the platforms that gives you the environment for you to become an active participant in everything you want to do. You wanted to get exposed to different technologies. You have not one but two hubs for innovation and technology. You want to understand what's happening in the UAE. Most the UAE entities have had pavilions either in the blue zone or the green zone to engage. You want to, meet with business. You have that opportunity. So those platforms for me were exciting. The other thing which I found very, very encouraging is the engagement of the oil and gas sector, and for them to sign the decarbonization pledge. 50 companies. This is phenomenal. The commitments for finance. We have up and again, maybe I'm quoting the wrong number because those numbers change every hour, but more than $83 billion have been committed. More than 60 billion of those were specific to climate finance. So, this mobilization of funds, and we know that we are going to make sure that, everybody's accountable for their commitment, and there will be measures to be put in place to track those commitments is phenomenal. So why am I excited? Everything in COP is exciting me. The level of engagement, the vibe, the smoothness of the transition, and I'm looking forward to hearing the outcome of the negotiation as we come closer to the end.
Sounds very interesting. And would you say COP28 marks a turning point in global climate action?
Unite, act, deliver. We united, we acted, and I look forward to the delivery as we hear about it tomorrow.
Dr. Nawal Al-Hosany, thank you very much indeed for joining us here at Econ in Middle East.